Hi, this is Manfred, and I'm going to talk to you about the inner game of wealth creation. Now, there's wealth and there is poverty, let's say, opposite of wealth. Now, there's an inner game that is what we were programmed with since conception. It's put there by other people that taught us what's good, what's bad, what we can have, what we can't have, what we deserve, what we don't deserve. And so, if you were lucky enough to be brought up by wealthy parents, you would have been programmed with wealth consciousness. And you probably wouldn't be here. So let's assume that most of us here are brought up with poverty consciousness as the main feedback. We can't afford this, we don't deserve this, and what about those wealthy people, those rich people, right? Did we hear a lot of positive things about being wealthy, positive things about rich people as we grew up? So whatever your story as you grew up and what's programmed inside of you that's going 24/7 through your subconscious that creates your reality, that has given you the life you now have. What happens inside of you when you see something that you would like to buy? You really would like it. But, the price is too high. You look at the price, you look at what it would feel like to have it, and you tell yourself a story. You tell yourself you can't afford it. You tell yourself that you'll never have it. Only you know what you tell yourself in that situation. But if you were wealthy, you would buy whatever you feel at the time that you want. And the poverty conscious program is giving you an excuse for not creating the wealth to have what you actually really want, right? So looking at the life you are now living and wanting to change for a better life, what are you going to do? And I'm saying you got to change your program, which is your inner game. And the way you do that is through repeat. Everything that got into your subconscious programming was put there by repeat, 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 repeat. And then it becomes like 1 and 1 is 2, because we've heard it so much and we have no doubt that 1 and 1 is 2. And everything else that's put there again and again and again, we have no doubt. So if you have any doubt about being wealthy and deserving wealth and being able to create money flowing towards you easily, right? If that is really hard for you right now, well, you got to start telling yourself a different story. And that's the real change that has to happen on the inner game. The first step always is to realize when you're doing it. So every time you tell yourself, I can't afford this, or I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve it, or I'll never have it, realizing when you're doing it and going, there is that program. So I'm just telling you about the program so that you may realize it when it comes up. And that's the first step. And then you have to reprogram yourself. Other people programmed you, and now you have to reprogram yourself so that you would make a bigger difference on the planet if you were a wealthy and a rich person, because you could give to others. It's like the example with the empty plate. If you have an empty plate, you depend on the society to feed you. If you got a full plate, you can feed others and make a real difference. So what would you do if you were a wealthy person? And feel into that and see if it's worth the journey and all the changes you have to make to get there.